Welcome back to the Sidetracked podcast.
Welcome. Happy to be here.
Oh my gosh, I am so excited. We have funny things today. I have stories for you that I've been withholding about my travels.
Okay.
And they're funny. Like, they're juicy.
Yeah, you've been on the move.
I have been on the move so much, and I am leaving at 5 a.m. to go to San Diego for my cousin's wedding, which I had to book a last-minute haircut, literally so last minute, because he texted me and said, hey, just so you know, family pictures are at 5:15. And I had no
Being
idea.
a guest at a wedding is enough.
Also,
Let alone having to get pictures.
also, his entire life has been like CrossFit. From like, he works for like CrossFit headquarters. He was in like every CrossFit games. So all his friends are all like famous CrossFitters.
So I'm hearing you're going to fit right in.
I'm so stressed. And it's like more casual. So like not suit jacket, but like suit pants, suit shirt. AKA I have to tuck my shirt in. And like,
Oh, I thought you said it was more casual than you thought, or more fancy than you thought.
because I thought I was gonna wear what I wore to like Tarte Eras tour, but no, it's like suit without the jacket. So now I need to tuck my shirt in, and my stomach is going to be hanging down to my knees. Like I'm not gonna be able to walk because it's gonna get in the way of my knees. Like I have to wear a belt. It's gonna squeeze me like that one like SpongeBob episode where Patrick puts on SpongeBob's pants. That's gonna be me.
How do you remember that?
I don't know. I could have made it up, to be honest. But anyway,
That's something I've always felt bad about guys for. Is for some reason
Okay.
they only make pants that go under your stomach. If I had to wear pants that went under my flap hanging stomach all the time, I would be so uncomfortable.
yeah, I would love to wear like high waisted jeans, but like I could like men walking around.
Is that a thing?
Men
Do they
walking
make
around
that
with
for
like
guys?
fupas, that would gross me out.
I just wouldn't wear jeans or any pants that button
Like
if I was a dude.
already, like the Noah Beck of it all, like they wear like those high waisted pants, and like it's like I call them like the grandma pussy pants, because like if I was looking at you from the waist down, you look like my grandma Eggie.
You're not wrong.
So
Yeah.
how do we even get there? How have you been? How have you been?
See, there's lots of ways to answer this question when people ask. Like the waiter at dinner last night asked me, I had to tell her that I was pregnant because it was a fancy steakhouse, okay? And they judge you if you ask for your steak well done. So I don't want them to think that which I don't like it well done, or I don't like it rare, but I'm become a medium well person.
Okay, when? Because anytime I've been to anywhere with you, steakhouse, Chili's, like you order a burger, steak.
No, burgers have to be well done.
Your exact
regardless.
words, you say like a hockey puck.
Yes,
You say it every time.
but that's burgers.
Okay.
I've evolved to where I can have a tiny bit of pink in a steak because it does make it easier to chew. A burger, just cook it all the way. I don't care. But to explain it to them, I'm like, hey, just so you know, I'm pregnant. Like, it has to be well done. Because otherwise, you'll say well done, and they'll bring it, and it's still not well done. And she comes back the next time, and like while Gerald is in the bathroom, and she asks me how my pregnancy is going. And I think she was just expecting me to say, it's beautiful. Love
Were you
it.
like,
Like, it's going great. I said, awful.
It's good to be honest.
I love to make them uncomfortable.
Yeah. Well, what you should do
By being honest.
You should say to people, "I'm not pregnant." That would make them really uncomfortable. Be like, what baby?"
Well, I don't look pregnant. I just look fat.
Now you do.
I only look like that when my boobs are lifted up. So I'll have
So
a little
never.
bit of a cutesy little bump. We can insert a picture. I have a cutesy little bump. But you can't really tell unless I lift my boobs
You have
up.
the titty curtains.
Otherwise, it just looks like exactly what my belly used to look like before I lost any weight.
Okay. What?
Because I still have all the fat at the bottom. I think they call it apron belly.
When I say things like you have titty curtains, you can't just graze over it because then it seems really mean.
It's just so normal to us.
Yeah.
People have never understood that, though.
Yeah, they never will.
I'm used to us speaking like that, so it just like moves on.
Yeah.
Next.
Yeah. No, I think we'll get more into your pregnancy and.
Yeah. When I say awful, like baby's fine, but my body is not doing fine. And I've been trying to like downplay it as much as I can, but it has affected more of my life than I ever thought it would. And we only have 3 months left.
And also, I just want to say, just because people, it's not like you're saying I don't feel good, which you don't. You are saying that, but like the doctors, like.
No, yeah, I've had medical
Yeah.
issues, like serious medical issues that are going on. Obviously, yes, I don't feel good, but I can deal with that.
Right.
Like, oh, I'm a little tired, whatever. That's fine. But as we've progressed further, I can't believe I'm in the 3rd trimester in 2 weeks.
Also, we talked like 3 times during the second trimester, so like that it just
Yeah,
flew by.
that's true.
We've both been so busy.
And if they take him at 34 weeks, like they're talking about taking him, I have 8 weeks left. That's it.
I think it's so fun.
That's like nothing.
We are so the way we talk is like it needs to be like studied because I say we talk 3 times during your second trimester, but like you know what I mean. Like we talk every day. So
Yeah.
when we talk like 3 times a week, like people take that seriously.
Yes.
Like we talk 3 times.
Oh, no.
No.
Yeah, no, it's not that dramatic, but
I am.
it is dramatic.
Yeah.
No, I am too. I've become such, like, way more dramatic with the hormones. And the thing that you have to look forward to is apparently I stay this way for like 2 years.
I I really thought it was going to be a lot worse.
Like what?
Like I thought you were going to become way more of a monster.
Okay, see, but dramatic and monster are very different.
I don't think you're dramatic.
I'm admitting to being drama, but how have I become a monster?
You haven't, is what I'm saying.
But I was before.
No, I'm saying I thought you were going to become one.
Just messing. Just messing.
No, well, what do you mean by dramatic? Like sad?
Yeah, I mean, I
Oh.
cry at least 4 times a day, 5 times a day. And like tiny things that I simply have never cared about now matter. I like plan my funeral at least once a day.
You do. Like yesterday, your talk gave me anxiety. She was literally like telling me her final wishes. I was like, can we, like, but dead serious. And like, I didn't even listen because I was like panicking. I was like, what do you mean?
Well, nobody talks about the fact that we're not even going to put it out there.
Can I say something that's really upsetting
Yeah.
me? Enough with
Yeah.
your life being on the line. I can't stand when I put water in a glass and all the ice sticks together and then I can't get my straw down through it anymore.
That's why you have to get the ice wet first.
I know, and I did this time, but okay, I just broke it. It's just
You
so
got
like,
it.
oh my god, nothing bothers me more. Seriously, like it's a daily struggle, and I constantly have to put like a little water in first, then go over to the ice machine, the fridge, the ice machine.
But you get the water wet in or the ice wet in your hands?
No, I'll like put a little water in, and then as I'm getting the ice out of the fridge, I like shake it so they all get wet.
Because isn't that what bartenders do?
I was a Chili's bartender. I did whatever the fuck I wanted.
I don't know where the Chili's resurgence came from.
I talked about this, or did we talk about this?
I don't know. Probably just you.
I am such a trend. How about how everyone was an avatar this year for Halloween? Tana, James
yes.
Charles, literally everyone.
Yeah.
I put that movie on the map.
They owe you at least like a third of the box office revenue.
Yes, James Cameron. Or at least let us walk the blue carpet.
Yeah.
Assuming it'll be
That would
blue.
be nice.
Although this one is fire.
But do we have to be like naked in our little things?
I will be to go to that premiere.
You would right now paint over your nipples, put little leaves
Why'd you
or
say
however
right
they
now?
look. I'm saying like you're being very confident. Like it's right now. You don't get any heads up. The only way we can go is if we go spray painted like the girl from X-Men.
Yeah.
X-Men.
That's Jennifer Lawrence. Yes.
Yeah. You would go. I just don't know her name in the movie.
Me either. Yes, I would.
Yeah, okay. I didn't think
Audio
so.
listeners, he's shaking his head no.
See, what I would do in that position is just get a bunch of prosthetics put everywhere so that it's at least not mine.
Aside from that, we deserve to go to the premiere. We've talked about it enough. I had all the promo. Look,
You have.
but it was on our podcast.
I've sat and listened.
My straw is
Yeah.
avatar color. Like, it's all intentional, guys. And
When was the last time you even played the game?
I play it all the time. It's my favorite game. And they did in the summer. They released a new pack, like an expansion pack,
Okay.
and in the fall. So I've been playing a lot, and we will be at that carpet. I'm calling it now, and
When does that even come out?
next year. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, they had like 10 years in between them last time.
Yeah.
So,
No, I'm pretty sure it comes out like next year or 2026 maybe. But
okay, that's not bad.
I just do want to say that all of a sudden, after we start our podcast, everyone is an avatar, and then we'll get back to what you were saying, the Chili's. I was saying how
Oh, how did you remember that? That was so gone.
because that's my
I would
whole
have never
point.
gotten back to Chili's.
I also put Chili's on the map. I admit I worked there.
That I am gonna give you a lot more credit on that one than I am the Avatar.
It's like I saw like I admit I worked there in 2021, right?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, every influencer is obsessed with Chili's, like making it almost camp.
Well, their new thing came out, and that's what's making their little what is it? Triple Dipper went viral on TikTok, the appetizer with like the cheese, like the mozzarella sticks or something. I don't know if they're new or what they came out with, but everybody is ordering the Chili's Triple Dipper, and I've never had it, and I want it so bad, but it genuinely looks like I wouldn't leave the toilet for a week.
Oh my God, yes. Oh
Yeah.
my God. And you know what? I actually had this as a talking point on our podcast notes for so long, and I don't know if I wound up talking about it, but Tana, she was on Jake Shane's podcast like maybe 6 months ago, or maybe a little
Okay.
less, doesn't matter. And she was saying how she wants to get married at the Encino Chili's.
Has she ever talked about Chili's before?
That's my main, yeah, all the time, like all the time.
Oh, she has.
She's obsessed with Chili's. James Charles is obsessed
Well,
with Chili's.
as of recently, or like before, I mean.
Like the past 2 years.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Because I've only really seen it get big the past like 4 months.
No,
Like the Chili's parking lots are packed now.
no, influencers have been obsessed with it for a couple years now. Like, in
Okay,
like a
okay.
camp way. Like, they make it like.
Okay.
But when I moved
What did you say actually just now?
in a camp way.
What does that mean?
Camp?
Yeah.
You don't know what camp means? I'm only shocked because like
No.
everyone says it. Camp is like,
Camp? Like, I have like traumatizing stories at camp.
yeah, so do I because of you. I also went to fat camp for 3 years, but that's besides the point. Listen, camp, first of all, you can't even call me crazy because camp was the Met Gala theme like 4 years ago. So you can't even call me crazy.
What?
Camp is like,
I never understand the Met Gala themes.
me either. But camp is like so over the top that you love it. Like Trisha Paytas is camp. Well,
But Chili's is
like Tana saying she wants to get married there is camp.
like dramatic or like
Yeah,
crazy.
like so, but you love it. Like because of
So
it.
Trisha.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Although Trisha isn't crazy. But you know what I mean.
No, but like Trisha shallow era.
Yes. Camp. Like everyone loves
chicken
that.
nugget era.
Everyone loves that because it's so camp.
Okay.
Now, just to
I learned something.
put a bow
Yeah.
on all that.
Okay.
Where did I transfer when I moved to California? The Encino Chili's. She's even talking about my exact Chili's that I worked at.
If you were really smart, you would go get a job there again, get in, and then you could work at her wedding, but then like change halfway through as a guest, and then
And get fired
be
'cause I don't care.
besties. Correct, because like that doesn't matter. You're just there to get into the building.
Yeah, but you never
And like drunk Tana, oh, she doesn't drink anymore, right?
on and off.
Or she
Right now
does
she's
it here
not.
and there. Tana is not going to kick you out when she realizes like that you're destined to be best friends forever.
Yeah, but you really on the day of someone's wedding, you don't really get to talk to them much.
But this is Tana Mojo we're talking about. I don't think it's going to be like Long Island weddings. I think it's going to be like, do you not remember when she got married to Jake Paul?
Yes, it was huge.
Yeah,
Even bigger
but like
than a
that
Long
was still
Island
like a
wedding.
huge. It was just a part. No, but different like etiquette. Like it's probably more like a party.
What are we even
Like
talking
the parties
about?
that you've been to. I don't know.
How did we get here?
I don't know.
She's actually going to get a
That's the story
restraining
of my
order
life these
against me.
days. No, probably. No. I feel like she'd. No. She's dealt with so much worse
Yeah.
with like her stalker and stuff that like she's been through it.
True.
You would have to do quite a bit to compare.
Hello, everyone. I got something that is going to make your holiday season even brighter. That is Gooder sunglasses. Whether you're shopping for the sports fanatic, the fashionista, or that one friend who is constantly losing their shades, no shade. Funny, I know. Give the gift of Gooder this holiday season with styles starting at just $25. These are the perfect stocking stuffers that your friends and family will actually use and love. We're talking fun, fashionable, functional, and stylish, affordable active eyewear for anyone on your list. These shades are not just stylish, they are built to last and designed for people who lead active lifestyles. For the sports enthusiasts in your life, check out Gooder's Bolt G, Wrap G, and Flex G collections. These options are perfect for runners, cyclists, and anyone who needs eyewear that can keep up with their crazy adventures. They don't even have to be crazy adventures, just any adventures. For those who lean more towards the fashion, Gooder has stunning styles like Pop G, Glam G, and Retro G that make a statement while offering the same reliable comfort. And of course, the classic OG, Match G, and VRG styles that are versatile enough to suit just about anyone on your list. And don't forget, if you're shopping for someone who needs a more tailored fit, Gooder has slim fit shades called the LFG, which may or may not stand for little Gooders. These slim fit options are perfect for anyone who struggle with finding the right fit for smaller noggins. I cannot relate. My noggin is gigantic. It's Goliath. Important reminder, order by December 16th to get your gift in time for Christmas. Don't miss out on making this holiday season unforgettable for your loved ones, you guys. So order before December 16th, okay? Starting at just $25, you can give the gift of Gooder to anyone this holiday season. Gooder is offering Sidetracked listeners free shipping. You can go to gooder.com/sidetracked and use code Sidetracked for free shipping. Gooder offers a 30-day money-back guarantee and 100% satisfaction. Again, that is gooder.com/sidetracked and use code Sidetracked for shipping. Has anything been pissing you off lately? Anything making you mad? This isn't a test. This is like a little fun little segment type.
Making me mad?
Yeah. I could go first if you want.
Okay.
Okay. This has been making me so mad. And I get it. It's supposed to be a cute thing. But I'll explain it and then I'll get into it. I would love to see Billie Eilish. Okay. I love her. I love her new album, right?
Uh-huh.
My favorite song, and I know it's cliche, my favorite song of hers is "What Was I Made For." Just because like I have like a connection and like the whole Adriana thing and like even before the Adriana thing, that song I was like hyper fixated on it. I listened to it on repeat every day when I showered. You know how like the Eras tour has like things people do during the concert, like 1, 2, 3, let's go, bitch. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong, but the thing at Billie Eilish's tour. And, like, I'm not going just because of that. Like, it pisses, like, it's not even funny. Okay, if you want to do it during one verse, go ahead. But from what I've seen, tell me if I'm wrong.
Wait, they're doing that while she's singing? I thought it was a meme. Like, I thought people were joking about doing it while she's singing that song.
No, they're doing it, that's the whole audience does it. To the point where Billie Eilish sang it in Meows.
Oh, see, I also saw that video of someone saying Billie was singing it in Meows, but I thought it was just the audio. It's like it wasn't actually her singing it. That there was like they put the audio of them meowing.
I saw her actually doing it. I don't know if she did it the whole song, but I'm pretty sure the audience does it the entire song, and it's so unfunny. It's not even funny. because I feel like that song does have such a good meaning to it that, I mean, maybe to do it for like 3 seconds, because like even like when we go to Taylor shows and they do stuff like that, it doesn't take away from the whole song. Exactly. And again, I could be wrong, but from what I've seen, it seems like the whole song, because I've seen it at all different parts. Has she said anything? No, I think she like laughs. Like obviously she doesn't want to. I don't think she would want to be like, stop, listen to my voice. Like, well, no, but maybe it's just like just meow 3 times and then sing the regular lyrics. Just like one little verse, maybe even like. Yeah. It's just not funny. It's not funny. And, like, it just reminds me of, like, it's like old 13-year-olds. Like, meow. Everyone listening to this that has clips of them meowing to that song on their phone right now. I'm so, like, it's lame. It's lame. It's unfunny. It's boring. It's been done before. So maybe we'll start a fan project that they don't do it at whatever show you want to go to. I would love that. We definitely have enough fans for that to be a thing. People were complaining, or like just in general now, that like the Eras tour has ruined all other tours because it just feels so short. Like Sabrina and Billie are on for like an hour and a half or less. Yeah. And that's so normal. That is a normal amount for like a headliner to go out on stage and sing for, because usually it's just like one album or whatever. But everyone just expects like 3.5-hour concerts out of people now. Yeah, no, the Eras tour is like you're going out for the night. Yes. Oh, yeah. Because it also takes you, or maybe it doesn't take most people an hour or 2 hours to get in and out of the stadiums, but it's just an event. I'm triggered. Oh, yeah. Did you tell them about that? Yes, the whole last episode. Okay. I like went in. Like I pulled out like 2018 story time Andrew for it. Okay, people really liked it. Yes, I'm very happy to hear that. I did. I was sick and I was telling like an intense story, so I did. No one commented on it, but I did have white in the corner of my mouth, and I almost didn't post it because I was so sick. But I was like, you know what? It's giving like rabies a little bit. Yes, and it was so embarrassing. Like foaming at the mouth. It's so embarrassing. But I posted it. So if you saw that, I'm terribly sorry. But did you see the weather? The weather. On what just got announced? Only people that live in Florida are going to care. What? That Hurricane Sarah is coming. Where? When? To who? To somewhere in South, like mid or South Florida, probably. When? It just, like,
I swear, like overnight went from, because like a few days leading up to the storms, they will be like, it's a 40% chance it develops. It's a 60% chance. Overnight, it went to 90%.
I come back Sunday. Will
Yes,
because
you'll
I don't
be
want to
fine.
leave Zach here alone with it.
No, you'll be
Okay.
fine. But all of the models have aligned at this point that it's going to be a hurricane. It's at a 90% chance right now. And all of the models show it hitting like the same kind of like between like the bottom of Florida and like where I live.
On the west side?
It's going to come in the Gulf, yeah. But apparently it's supposed to hit a strong 4. And I'm not saying that's a fear monger. I'm just like, what the fuck? The last time the hurricane came, I had to miss a brand trip. And now if it does hit us, I have to miss another one, which
Where are
is
you
such
going?
a first world problem. New York.
When?
So me and Gerald are going to the Steelers game this weekend because we go to one a year. It's usually like my anniversary present to him. And then since we don't have a baby moon, because there's like really no time with the holidays, and then I'm going to be too pregnant where I can't fly and I just won't feel like going on a 10-hour road trip. I got invited to this like L'Occitane.
I've never heard of that word.
It's a very, if you saw it, you definitely have seen their stuff like in a mall or like around before. It's like a skincare, like very like fancy, whatever. They're just doing like a couple days in the city.
Wait, so does Gerald get to go with you?
Like,
oh, that's fun. He's never.
And we were gonna have it as like the whole weekend as like our. No, he's been. He grew up in Jersey.
No. He's never been on a brand trip with you.
No, he hasn't. And it seemed like a very chill one. Like I asked for the itinerary first, because I was like, if it's gonna be like a bunch of events like over and over again, then like I don't want to treat it as a baby moon because that's not gonna be like.
Yeah.
I don't know, relaxing. And because of everything that's been going on with my body, I just probably can't keep up with a lot right now. So, but it ended up being fine. Very chill. So we were going to go. But of course, that starts the second that there's going to be a hurricane. So then we will have to fly home. If it is going to be a hurricane, we have to fly home and hit by us on Sunday or on like Sunday night to be here to get the animals.
Oh, wait, so are we going to be away at the same time?
I'm only going to. Oops, sorry, excuse me. Oh,
That's.
the acid reflux. I can't help it. That is not my fault now.
No.
Okay, I'm a gross bitch through and through, but nowadays that's not my fault.
A heinous bitch, yeah.
Yes, but I'm only gonna be gone Saturday and
okay.
Sunday, unless, please, Sarah, and it's Sarah without a fucking H too.
Oh, those are lethal.
Yes, and so, which I'm really sorry if your name is Sarah.
Well, maybe it'll be less windy because. So no.
Oh. Or she sucked up all of the air that she doesn't have any left for a.
Yeah, she's saving all her for.
I don't know. I haven't seen one that they have like projected to hit as a 4 yet. Usually they're like, oh, it's going to hit as a 2 and then it ends up hitting as a 3 or 4
but you know,
or like higher.
They saw all the money they made with everyone fear buying everything, the
That's
first one.
true.
So they're like, let's say this one's a 4.
It will be my final straw. That's all I have to say.
Your face when you said that.
Because it's actually ridiculous.
Okay, so is that what's making you mad? You want to use that?
That and yesterday, it's not something I should be proud of, but all of you guys should know this about me already, especially you. I have really bad road rage. Ugh. And genuinely, actually, it hasn't been bad.
It's my big, like, you can literally your pants, like, smear period blood all over, like, whatever. When you have road rage, it's my biggest ick.
I think you would have even been road raging out the window at this person. So very busy road. Okay. I'm trying to get to this house showing because we just didn't realize that our lease was up in a month and a half. And so we're going to look at this house. I'm by myself. Gerald's driving separate from work. And it's on the road that like we drive when we go to the mall.
Yeah.
And it's so backed up. Like to get to a single light, it's taking us 5 minutes. It's taking forever. I'm going to be late. This car pulled out of like the parking lot to try and merge into the lanes. I'm first in line. I've waited probably 10 minutes to get to this light.
Right.
Okay. I'm the next, like, so no one's in front of me. So as soon as this turns green, I get to go. They want to turn left at the next light. And they were mad that they missed their light because the left turn lane was so backed up that they just decided to parallel park their car across all of the lanes.
Oh, like sideways.
So nobody gets to go.
I hate that.
Mind you, if they looked to their right, There was 2 left-hand turning lanes to where they were trying to turn. The second one was empty. So if they would have just kept turning their car, they could have pulled into the left-hand turn lane and everybody in our side could have went. Please guess how long we sat there?
8 minutes.
Because they refused to move.
8 minutes.
11.
11 minutes. At one light, that's long.
Mind you, everybody's honking. No, we missed the light twice.
Oh, no. Plus, like, imagine being that part, like, the anxiety. Clearly, they didn't care, but, like, I would...
No, they didn't care. They were... No, please.
Please.
Please. We're all honking at them. I'm screaming, but just in the car. They could maybe see me, maybe not. I'm screaming because I'm so fucking mad. I'm going to miss this showing. This person's going to think I'm unreliable. There's no way for me to get around. And then once I realized that they could have pulled forward, and now they're just choosing to stay there because everyone's mad at them, I got even more mad.
What was the longest you held down the horn for? Because I know you.
Maybe 45 seconds.
I know you. I can't.
Please guess what they did.
What?
They rolled their window down. Mind you, it's like they're on the driver's side, so they're front and center for everybody to see them. I don't want to call her an old lady. She's a middle-aged bitch. Okay? She puts a heart.
That's nice.
Puts her hands up like...
That's nice.
That's so fucking annoying. She's going like this.
Wait, was she doing this?
Not the duck face. I stopped the duck face once I realized I did it. She was going like this.
That seems sweet.
It's not. She was like, you, without giving you the middle finger.
I would have been so annoyed. I would have. But, like, your track record, it's an ick.
Everybody behind me had their arms flailing out the windows.
I would have been mad at everyone. I would have been mad at you. I would have been mad at her.
I was so proud of myself because I've been so good. Like, I've genuinely been working on my patience.
Yeah.
But that I couldn't do.
No. Okay, so that's your answer.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Okay, that's a good one. I have something to speak about.
Okay.
I don't think I told you one, but I don't think I told you the others, or maybe I didn't tell you any. I literally live in the rainforest. So,
yes.
like I've said this before, when you look at, like, the biome map, like, the bottom, like, southeast of Florida is, like, a different biome than the rest of Florida, whatever.
Yes.
But I literally live in the rainforest, and here's why. I was outside. I was FaceTiming Steph the other day. I was on my balcony. And what do I see? A huge flock of birds, right?
Were they toucans?
They fly right by my apartment. You know, we're high up, so they flew right, like, eye level. Huge flock of green, colorful parrots. And then I literally ran inside because Zach was working from home. I was like, Zach, I just saw a huge flock of parrots. And Zach spends a lot of time on the balcony.
I don't know that I've ever seen a parrot in the wild.
Zach spends a lot of time on the balcony. He likes just sitting out there. And he was like, yeah. He was like, I see them literally all the time. He was like, there's so many parrots. I was like, what? You know how I am, like, with seeing.
Like the same parrots people have as pets?
Like, they were these colors. Vibrant
I'm
parrots.
jealous.
Yes. Okay. Oh, it gets.
And you have peacocks.
Oh, peacocks everywhere, yeah. But
And iguanas.
iguanas are literally like houseflies. Like, they are
Squirrels.
everywhere. But
Yeah.
I'm saving the best for last.
Okay.
I was on Instagram the other day. I was on Instagram Reels, and I saw, well, first of all, right now there are like 45 wild monkeys in South Carolina. But, well, no, they're not wild. They're running wild because they escaped from a facility. So I think so far they've captured like 26 of them, but there's still like half of them running loose.
Like these are just like, were they in a zoo?
They were in a facility, like a rescue or a zoo, something.
Okay.
They escaped. Planet of the Apes.
Let them be free.
Yeah. But they're like running rampant, whatever. So I was on Reels and I saw monkeys running like in parking lots and stuff. And I looked at the caption and it was like monkeys in Fort Lauderdale. And I was like, what? I was like, did they escape here or did they make it down here? Like, what's going on?
They live there?
I looked it up. We have a few different types of monkeys here. Now, they're not all over South Florida. They are just in like the Dania Beach area, which is right the next town over. And they do come into Fort Lauderdale. And then they're also in a park up like above you, like above Orlando. Like an hour above Orlando. They're in like a national park. But here they're just out in the wild, like in the trees and stuff.
What kind of monkeys?
They're like as big as, they're like up to you.
Like with tails?
Yes. Like literally, I have a screenshot. So I typed in, do monkeys live in Florida? Like wild monkeys. Let me show you the screenshot. This was actually insane to me. Like I texted everyone beside you because I want to save it for this. But it said, yes, Florida has wild monkeys, including rhesus whatever. It's like this scientific name. Squirrel monkeys and vervet monkeys. Yeah, they live in that like national park, a few other places, and then where I live. If I see a monkey and like one of the species, so like obviously squirrel monkeys are smaller. One of the species is like, when you think of a monkey, like that size. Not like an orangutan because they're huge, but like think of a monkey that's like a little up past your knees. One of them is like that. I think like it's not so known because they were only brought here in like 100 years ago or like a little less than 100 years ago. So like they're still growing. But we have monkeys and parrots.
They're still growing.
Like the population.
Yeah.
We have monkeys and parrots. I was shook. It was all I talked about that day. I could not believe it. I live in the rainforest.
Having parrots is a flex.
Yes.
But think about how close you are to, I don't know. Because I don't think of, are there monkeys in the Bahamas?
I don't think so. But I am just an hour and a half boat ride to the Bahamas. Like people go there for the day all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, I tell you that. You should just hop on a boat and just hang out and then come back.
I want to have a baby moon.
Do you have a passport?
Yes.
Oh,
Remember when I was going to be on that show that I can't say?
Oh,
And they got me a passport?
Wait, but how long is that for?
What?
Don't NDAs expire?
I don't have an NDA.
Usually they're only
I just,
like so long.
Don't want to make any bad blood. I don't know. Because like I have nothing but bad things to say.
That's so true.
But it was a really, really big show, and I was supposed to be on it, and then
It would have been sick.
like literally plane tickets and everything, and then they, me and my brother were going to be on it, and then they at the last minute took another pair of brothers. Anyway.
They come in pairs.
And they go all around the world. Anyway, okay.
Together.
So that was something that I thought was crazy this week. If you guys are anything like me and Sam, the holidays mean you are juggling a million things at once. I mean, you guys know the vlogmas of it all, plus everything else that normal people juggle. Shopping, parties, family gatherings, all of it, the traveling. Add that one to the list. Don't even get me started on how hectic grocery shopping can be this time of year. The lines are actually insane. No one has time for that, okay? It honestly feels like I spend more time waiting in line than actually shopping, which honestly might be true. That's probably why it feels that way. I've got a tip that is gonna make your life so much easier and save so much money while you're at it, and that is Every Plate. As the most affordable meal kit out there, Every Plate offers fresh, pre-proportioned ingredients that are actually cheaper than groceries. I was just talking about this the other day. You guys, it is almost more expensive to buy groceries and make dinner now than anything else. It's insane. That means you can stretch your budget further and still have money left over for all the extra holiday expenses. Plus the pre-proportioned ingredients, there's no waste, just delicious, budget-friendly meals. Every Plate has a rotating menu with over 25 weekly recipes, so there's always something to please everyone at the table, whether you're looking for a quick 30 minutes or less meals, family favorites, calorie smart, or veggie dishes, they've got you covered. And for Thanksgiving, you ask? You didn't ask, but I know you're asking. I didn't hear, but I know you're asking. They even got sides like apple pie crescent rolls and sweet potato casserole to round out your holiday spread. And let's be honest, after all the rich holiday foods, you might be craving a break. Guys, some of us need a break, okay? Every Plate's holiday detox recipes are perfect for getting back on track without sacrificing taste or convenience. Every Plate makes meal planning a breeze, delivering easy-to-make recipes straight to your door. Imagine coming home after a long, tiring day of work, right? You just filmed the longest podcast. It's so hard. It's the hardest job ever. And just knowing that dinner is already sorted out. Oh my God, what can be better than that, right? No last-minute grocery store runs, no hassle. Just delicious meals that are simple to cook and perfect for busy weeks. With affordable dinners, just $5.99 per serving. Plus 50% off your first box. Every Plate helps you save money for a stress-free holiday. Get this amazing deal by going to everyplate.com/podcast and entering code Sidetracked 599. That's That's code Sidetracked599 at everyplate.com/podcast. Trust me, you guys, with this crazy holiday season, this is the one holiday hack you don't want to miss, okay? Trust me on that. Give Every Plate a try and see just how much easier your holiday season can be. Let's get back to the show.
Okay, so I literally have no idea when we talked about this, but I'm pregnant.
Really?
I've had some really weird pregnancy symptoms, and when I first told Andrew this one this one specific symptom, he quite literally looked at me like I was batshit crazy, and I absolutely could never speak this into like the world, into existence, unless I wanted people to just like rip me to shreds. But since then, I've done research on it, and I'm not the only one. Like, apparently this is like a real thing.
You asked your doctor, right?
Google.
Okay.
Yeah, Google. I don't know that I was going to admit that to my doctor. I mean, maybe I did, but I don't have a memory.
I remember
past
you said
last
you asked your
week.
doctor, and I was like, I think, well, we'll get into it. Go ahead.
So I have a list. I only have 4 things on it because I feel like these are 4 pregnancy symptoms that I didn't. There's 4 that I didn't expect. That they're not the typical like you're tired, you're nauseous, What else did
It's
say?
not typical.
You're hungry.
Yeah, because you
have
on the episode
cramp,
we talked about it. You were like,
cravings.
leave like your weird pregnancy symptoms, and people were like, oh, like I'm exhausted all the time, and I was like, oh,
Yeah, that's normal.
there's a storm coming for you
Which
guys.
this is normal too.
Okay.
So this one, I'll start with the most like chill one. That is not that weird. I'm sure a lot of people experience it. I just don't hear people talk about it a lot. Is every single day, my nipples are a different size and a different color. Sometimes they're bigger, sometimes they're smaller. I'm starting to get veins in my boobies. Some of my friends that have had babies have said that their nipples have gotten to be like this big.
Guys,
Like, massive.
She's referencing a tea plate. Okay.
Maybe even bigger. I expected them to get bigger, but I didn't expect them to stay changing. Like one day I woke up and they were bigger. I'm like, oh shit, it happened.
Maybe that's why
I've
your
got
titties are hanging so low.
baloney nipples. I actually fear that they're hanging less low. I have started to experience dripping.
Of what?
Like if I don't have a bra on, like when I was at my mom's house, I would just like feel
your
little
titty.
things drip onto my stomach.
Okay, question.
Yeah, I guess like you produce colostrum or something like that.
Do girls, just because I've never, do girls always have, I might sound so
No.
stupid. Do they always have a hole in there?
Oh, holes. See, I thought I learned that too. It's not one hole. It's a bunch of little holes that like spurt out.
Oh. Like pores?
It's like so it's just like a bunch of, yes,
oh,
kinda.
so it comes out of your pores, really?
Kinda.
Oh, we're going to get dragged. We're going to get
Yes.
dragged.
Shit on 100%. Yes. But we're not doctors. But yes, it's not just one hole. Like how like a nipple on a bottle. It's not just like one hole coming out the middle. And I actually haven't seen like some like nipples on bottles have like a bunch of little holes in them to like mimic it.
Oh, I never knew that. I always thought it was one hole. So what I'm picturing right now is like those glue sticks that we used to use that had like, it was literally a stick and it had liquid glue in it and with like kind of like a Velcro tip, and like the glue would come out of it. Forget it. I just forget it. 86. I didn't even say that. Anyway, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not too weird. Nipples.
No, but it's so the babies, okay, people could be lying to me. People said it's so babies can find your nipples better and they can like see their target.
It was like, okay, what are they, 10 miles away? I'm kidding.
Yeah, I don't know. But that's why I don't know. Like probably isn't why, but people kept saying that like a lot. So that's it's a symptom I wasn't expecting like for them to be ever changing like the entire time.
Ever changing, evermore.
Yes. But that's not the weirdest one.
Okay, what's the second
Let's move on. I'm going in order of weirdness, but honestly, my last 2 are pretty tied.
You guys are not ready for at least the one I know.
I think that they're not ready for the other one either. Okay. But I have on here that no matter if I have had a UTI, I don't have a UTI anymore, but no matter if I have a UTI, don't have a UTI, whether I've drank a lot of water or I've slacked on water that day, my pee is like cloudy with a chance of balls. And I'm saying balls because it stinks so bad.
Okay, you can't, when you're talking about your pee, you can't say a chance of balls because
No,
weird things are, I'm like, I thought like little
Gerald
balls.
says that he knows when I've been in the bathroom now.
Ew. Okay, but I was picturing
Even
like
if I just pee.
little balls slip out while you're peeing.
No. It just smells weird. It doesn't smell like necessarily. Maybe that was a
Okay,
bad reference,
listen.
but it just has a potent odor.
Caesar, can you put a trigger warning before this? Please. Hey, listen, okay, guys, I'm warning you right now. If you are gonna get mad, like, oh, they're always so gross, blah blah blah, skip until we're done talking because it is only about to get worse. I promise you.
Oh yeah. Well, this is pregnancy, so you can't say that pregnancy's gross. I mean, it is kind of gross, but
Okay, but I'm
Like,
letting them know if
that's not just us like in our everyday life being gross.
if they are
you
going to
know?
be the
This is
ones
me
to
telling the
comment,
people.
if they are going to be the ones to be like,
Okay, yeah. Then shut the
then
fuck
skip.
up. I can't help it. I've tried everything, like drinking more water, getting on antibiotics.
Okay.
And there's no infection.
Okay.
It's just super cloudy and has a very distinct smell.
Okay, next one.
I'm afraid to say this one. It might get cut.
It's not gonna because
I mean, I literally am pregnant, so obviously, no, I'm not a saint. But
okay.
this has since stopped. I haven't had this happen maybe in like 2 months.
Oh.
Like since September.
You're trying
Okay.
to backtrack. You're trying to cover. Just say it.
For a while, for a minute there, I kept waking up in the middle of the night having orgasm.
What?
Yeah. Like, and I wasn't even dreaming about anything. I don't know. And apparently that is also very normal because you have so much extra blood in your body and like the pressure down there or something.
I'm just thinking about how like we told Tart we could share a room. And like if we were sharing a bed.
No, but it's not like that. It's not like the same as if like you were like being intimate with somebody. It's just like that like after feeling
Can I ask a
of
question?
it. Sure.
So like when it's happening, are you just like this? Like is your face just like or
no,
are you
because like you're sleeping.
oh, you wake up after it happens?
That's what I'm saying. Is so I don't know if it ever was like a full one because by the time I would wake up, it's just like the after part, and it's not the same as a guy. Like nothing comes out.
Oh.
It's not like that. That's a different guys and wait. I guess girls can have stuff come out, but it's not the same as like guys like that because girls. Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. I don't fucking know. But definitely was not expecting it. Like, I thought something was wrong with me for a second.
Okay.
But then I felt less alone because apparently it's really normal.
I get it. That's embarrassing to say, but it comes nowhere near the last one.
Really?
Nowhere near. Samantha, I don't think you realize what the last one. I think about it every day.
This one we discovered when I was in Hawaii.
And you better, can I say it?
Say what?
Because I need to say it how you said it. Because you're going to try to beat around the bush.
Oh, yeah, you can. But just so you know, like, we discovered this when we were staying in Hawaii.
We discovered this, you and Gerald.
Well, yeah, because Gerald helped me discover it. And it was confusing because there was nothing I could do about it. Like, what you're about to hear was present, like, right after I would take a shower, right after I would clean myself. It just, no matter what, this is what, yeah, go ahead.
Sam texted me to let me know that she doesn't know why, but Gerald told her stinks like an In-N-Out burger with extra
he didn't
onions.
say stink.
Sorry, but you said it smells like an In-N-Out burger with extra onions.
Because he said it doesn't necessarily smell bad. It's just like, why, you know? I mean, a good smelling In-N-Out burger is, I can get down with that. But why? And it was such a specific thing, like a specific explanation of it to where I ended up Googling it. And that's exactly how people describe it is like onions with a burger. And it has something to do with hormones.
See, you told me you asked your doctor, and he said it was normal, or she, whatever. And then I was like...
I did ask my doctor about that.
I was like...
I remember asking the doctor
maybe
that
it's
one.
just, like, not an issue, and, like, he didn't know what to say, so he was like, yeah, that's normal, because, like, what's he going to say? Like, take a shower, you dirty bitch?
No, you could ask your doctor anything, and they're going to say, that's normal
Yeah.
when it comes to being pregnant. But I really guess if I was more prepared right now, I would have, there's a specific hormone that increases, and it can make like your armpits, under your boobs, your coochie area smell like onions. But I don't know how to describe it because it wasn't the most god awful. I would rather smell like that than have like you have not washed your coochie.
Yeah.
Smell.
Well, I will say.
But it was just such an odd thing.
I will say with me, obviously, like, no, I shower like 10 times a day, so like I never have. But my hands sometimes, I don't know what it is, if it's something I eat or an allergic reaction. Sometimes my hands smell like peanuts. And I'm saying like it's happened, like not sometimes, like, but it's happened like maybe like once a year, like.
Interesting.
And they'll like smell like peanuts.
That's random.
Yeah, but like I don't know if it's something I eat like that I don't usually.
Have you Googled it?
It probably says I have cancer or something. I don't.
Yeah, I try to stay away, but I keep Googling stuff. But you are right. Probably a good idea not to Google it.
But you know, I get it. Obviously, I like laugh at everything, and like that's just us. But like obviously, all this stuff is normal for some people.
Well, that's just. I think what I was just confused about, because it was like different than like when I had parosmia and I would sweat even the tiniest bit. I was able to smell it like immediately. Even if you wouldn't have been able to smell that I was starting to sweat a little bit, I could smell it because my nose was so sensitive to that specific smell. And this was like, I am fresh out the shower, just put scented lotion on, like, you know what I mean? Like on my legs, not my coochie. But like everything was clean with unscented soap. It would immediately smell like that. It wasn't from like my sweat didn't smell like that.
Parosmia brought me back. I'm like having war flashback. Like,
Oh, I know. 2 years.
That's crazy.
Since then, but I had it for 2 years.
That was a big,
Or almost.
big chunk of your life.
That was. Yes.
But yeah, no, I get it. It's normal. I just try to make you feel bad because I think it's funny to watch you get sad.
So if you get pregnant, you might have an In-N-Out coochie.
I think you got pregnant from having an In-N-Out coochie.
This is true. I got pregnant because I stopped eating burgers so much and then ended up having In-N-Out and I got pregnant.
What the fuck are you even talking about? Your smells like onions. It is what it is.
No, okay, but nowadays it's not as bad.
Yeah, no.
But that doesn't happen but like it's just random. Like once in a while I'll be like, does it smell like that? Gerald says it doesn't smell like that anymore.
You're like, for some reason it happens when I don't shower as much. I'm kidding.
No,
I'm kidding.
well,
I'm kidding.
maybe.
I'm just making you feel bad.
I did shave my downstairs area like a couple days ago, and I think that's the last time I'll be able to do it myself.
Oh.
Because I was struggling. It probably looks like someone took a weed whacker down there, like missed some patches. So either I have to recruit Gerald to shave down there for me from now on, but that's a terrifying thought, like that he could just slice me
What
up.
about European?
Yeah, that's my other option. And I could just do like at-home waxing and have him do it, but I think he'd have too much fun and would be really aggressive about it because he is who gives me, my mom was giving me my shots. So I have to take a shot every single day when I was at home visiting her, but Gerald does them when I'm here because I can't do it to myself. I don't know why. I can see the needle. I can't put it in. I can't do it. It hurts so much more when he does it. He's being very supportive while he's doing it, like letting me hold him, whatever. But I think I learned he just kind of jabs it in. Like he thought that he needed to be like jabbing it. I was like, Gerald, it's not an EpiPen. Yeah, you don't have to do that. And he goes, well, what do you mean? And I was like, it didn't hurt like that. My mom did it. And he sat there and talked to my mom about it so we could learn how to do it without hurting me. But I don't know that I want him waxing.
That makes sense also. I mean, I'm sure he was being aggressive, but that makes sense because when I could pluck my own eyebrows all day. And like, yeah, it's like, ow, whatever.
Yeah.
But like when I go and get them done and they pluck, oh.
Do they hold it tight when they pluck yours?
I don't know what they do. It feels like they're putting my face in a blender. It hurts so bad. No matter where I go, always.
Yeah.
It's just.
Yeah.
But
I feel like you can't see it coming.
Think of how thick my
versus
hair
when you're
is.
doing it to yourself. Yeah, that's true.
It's like thick and black. Oh my God, it hurts so bad. Anyway, hello everybody, it is me again. I just want to share something that has truly made such a difference for me, and that is Rocket Money. Let me ask you guys a question. Can you guys, right off the top of your head, name every single subscription you have? I'll answer that for you. No, you can't. That's at least if you're anything like me. But I'm not. I know I'm not alone because 74% of people have subscriptions they've forgotten about. And I also hate when subscriptions increase without us knowing, which happens all the time. It is so annoying. And that's where Rocket Money comes in and really makes my life so much easier. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. And I know every single one of us want that. There's no one who's like, no, I don't want to grow my savings. No, we all want to grow our savings, okay? It's a lifesaver for anyone looking to take better control of their finances, especially during the busy holiday season when expenses are already through the roof. I'm stressed. I don't want to talk about it. But with Rocket Money, you get to see all of your subscriptions in one place so you know exactly where your money is going. And if there is a subscription you don't want anymore, you can literally just cancel it with a few taps. No more dealing with customer service or confusing websites. Canceling a subscription is like the bane of my existence. I put it off for so long. Rocket Money's intuitive dashboard gives you a clear view of your expenses across all of your accounts, helping you create personalized budgets and track your monthly spending trends. You'll even get alerts as bills increase. We hate to see that. You will also get budgets if there's unusual spending activity or if you are close to going over your budget. It's like having a personal financial assistant right in your pocket. And if you're aiming to save more, Rocket Money's new goals feature can help you put money away for things like paying off credit card debt, saving for a house, or just building a safety net. It's all done automatically. A little fun fact I'm going to throw at you. Rocket Money has already saved over 5 million users, $500 million in canceled subscriptions. And it's also helped members save up to $740 a year when using all of its features. That is really money back in your pocket. Stop wasting your money on things you don't use, guys. Don't be like me. Let's fix your problems like me, okay? Cancel your unwanted subscriptions by going to rocketmoney.com/sidetracked. That's rocketmoney.com/sidetracked. Rocketmoney.com/sidetracked. You heard it here, guys. Now back to the show.
That's all I got
I got in a fight.
for pregnancy symptoms.
Did I tell you?
That just doesn't shock me. Was there alcohol in your system?
No alcohol.
Okay, then that's a little more shocking. Okay, let's hear it.
So like we said, I've been on the move. And I recently, not only was I in New York and Disney, I came back, and then I was back for a couple days, and I went to North Carolina, Outer Banks, for a wedding. Zach was in the wedding. It's one of his best friends, right?
Okay.
I won't go into extreme detail, but actually, I left right after I filmed the last episode. And you can hear my voice in that episode slowly going, right?
Yeah.
And I just thought it was because I was talking a lot, whatever. I was sick, but it got so much worse. Anyway, I pack, we drive there, we get to Outer Banks, and I am so sick. And it's not like, sometimes you get sick where like your throat hurts, your nose is running.
Yeah.
But then there's like the sick where it's like the overall like feverish, you're sick,
Yes.
Whatever.
Your head feels so heavy.
Like you have to just stay in bed. And like
Yes.
I'm very like I want to keep moving when I'm sick. So all the time I'll have a cough, my throat hurts, my nose is running, cold, whatever. I was sick. So I'm making a long story short here. We get to the Airbnb. It was like hotel stylish. We have no food because the wedding, they rented like a huge mansion and everyone was staying in there. And so we were supposed to
no snacks.
We were supposed to spend like the whole day at the house with everyone. And they had all food, everything. But I was so sick. I stayed at the hotel all day. I was like, Zach, go, obviously. So I stayed, and all we had was water bottles. So I didn't eat. That night I wound up eating,
Skinny.
and I was going to sleep, and I was like, I am actually dying. Go to sleep, wake up the next day, which is the day of the wedding. I really thought I had something so bad. So I was like, I have to go to the doctor. It was 40 minutes away because it's in Outer Banks, and Outer Banks is very much like the Hamptons, where, if you don't know what I mean, it's like very small town vibes, like, but on the beach.
Isn't it like Cape Cod kind of too?
So like
Yeah.
Just very big houses and like little stores here and there, like mom and dad, but like everyone's rich. So
Yeah.
I had to drive 40 minutes to go to the doctor. I'm dying. Go to the doctor and they test me for everything. And I really didn't want to go to the wedding because I was feeling horrible.
So, yeah.
Horrible. So the doctor tells me I'm fine. They knew I had a wedding because I was like, can you get me in quick? And they were like, you're fine to go to the wedding. Like, you have nothing. Maybe
Yeah.
it's just...
Like, you're not going to give anybody E. coli.
Yeah, they were like, maybe it's just like, I don't know. So I was like, okay. So I go back. Again, I didn't eat all day because I was just at the room. Zach's at the house with everyone. The wedding starts. I'm missing it. I was like, I cannot go. You know, maybe I'll go at the tail end. Everyone's texting me like, where are you? Where are you? We need you. And I was just like,
I hate that because I'm like, I wish I could be there, but I can't.
Right. I was like, and like, they had their engagement party right when Zach and I started dating. Like, it was like 9 years ago. Like, they've been engaged forever. So like this wedding has been planned.
You've been like waiting for this moment.
This wedding has been planned for years. So like, literal, like 6 years.
Yeah.
So I knew I was going to this on this date. So the fact that I was missing it was crazy, but I could not go. Anyway, I didn't eat. I wound up, like, I ordered a tea. And so I got a tea.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, you know what? I will go for, like, the tail end of it, like, the last 2 hours.
Yeah.
And I wound up actually going, like, it was right after dinner I went. So everyone was still fine, whatever. I go and I sit at my table. And, of course, everyone's like, hey, Andrew, like, trying to get me drunk. And I'm like, no. Like, you know, I'm not drinking yet. And I'm sitting at the table.
All I'm seeing in my head, by the way, is the subtle foreshadowing TikToks.
Oh, yeah. We'll
to
get
the video.
there.
Anyways.
We will get there.
But you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Like where it's, yeah.
So I'm sitting at the table and I'm talking to people. I don't know anyone at the table, really, because most of Zach's friends that I know are at a different table, like, because they're in the wedding.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'm talking to the two girls next to me. The one who sits next to me, she's, like, really talkative. And just, I guess because we were right next to each other, music was loud. She's so sweet. And her friend was sitting next to her with her boyfriend. And her boyfriend is the one who knows the people in the wedding. She's the girlfriend.
Okay.
And then same with the girl I was talking to. But same with me, but I've just known them all for so long that, like, they're my friends. And same with the girl next to me.
Yes. Okay.
You need to know this dynamic. So I'm talking with her, and she was, like, asking what I do. And I was like, oh, you know, like, I work in social media, whatever. And she was like, oh, she works in social media, the girl next to her. So I'm talking to her. Good vibes. I was like, okay, I found my friends. Talking for maybe, like, 20 minutes. And then Zach's best friend, who is, like, I think she was the maid of honor. Jamie. You know Jamie.
Uh-huh.
Jamie comes up to me and she's like, Andy, she calls me Andy. She was like, Andy, come get a drink with me. So I was like, okay. So my first drink. I looked to the girl next to me, the girl with the good vibes. And I was like, do you want to come get a drink? And she was like, yeah. And then I go to the next girl, who I was also talking to just as much, basically. And I was like, do you want to come get a drink with us? And before I could finish my sentence, her boyfriend is like,
I could shut the fuck up.
no, he was like, enough. Leave her the fuck alone now. Get the fuck away from her. And, like, pushed my chest.
Excuse me.
Pushed my chest.
He touched you?
Yes. What? But of course, this is her wedding. I love her. I don't want to, like, ruin her day. Not the.
Oh, I don't give.
Not that girl, but.
Oh yeah, I care what. Yeah, but that is simply.
So and Jamie was like, just stop, because, like, it's. I don't want to say her name because I don't want to. But she was like, it's Blank's wedding. Like, don't. And I was like, yeah, it's fine. Like, whatever. But I was so mad. And he's like an ex-Marine. He would have f***ed me up. Like, whatever. I will say, this is my own interpretation, and I never say this. Never. You know, I never use this. But I do feel like there was a genre of people there, a certain strand of people that were homophobic.
Oh,
And I do believe he fell into that.
So you were, in his mind, the annoying gay guy bothering his girlfriend.
Yes. And, like, I think now, like, thinking back, like, while we were talking, I think he was getting more and more mad every time I would open my mouth. Like, because he was just, like, sitting there on his phone. And then, anyway, they wound up getting in a huge fight, and they leave. They left the wedding. And it turns out that they were, like, fighting so bad. And the girl next to me, who I said I asked her for a drink, but I didn't. She wasn't there. She wound up coming in after, and she was like, I was just with blank and blank, and they were fighting so bad about you. Like, and she was like shook, and they never came back. But then everyone got me drunk.
Yes, that was the foreshadowing.
Yeah, so everyone got me really drunk because I didn't eat. That was why I was saying I ate nothing. So I really didn't drink that much, but I got drunk. And
Real messed up.
you know I lie. So then I'm telling everyone like the story, and I'm like, he threw me up against the wall, and like I walked away because and I never talked to these people again, and they all know him because like they all went to school with him, and so I'm just like, why did I do that? So I was like, pushed me as hard as he could, like basically punched me with his fists, like, but in a push fashion. I was going off. Anyway.
That is the 2016 story timer in you.
Yes, and then long story short, I was on the DJ booth. I was behind the bar.
Quite literally, the only information I had from this night that I got after the fact, Andrew had let me know that this other wedding he has to go to is fancier than he thought. So I said, oh, well, just wear the suit that you just went and got for this wedding that you just went to. Like, duh.
So,
and he says, well.
And I sent her a video.
And sends me a video.
I don't know if I'm going to insert it. Well, maybe I will.
You don't have to.
Maybe I will, and they could tell.
I did say that my vagina smells like hamburgers with onions.
Extra onions, yeah. Do you think I should? I don't know if I should post it on TikTok because it would go viral. Or it could.
Do you have other videos from the night?
No.
Because I think like that subtle foreshadowing with that is hilarious.
Maybe I do. But I could film one at the next wedding and make it seem like it's the same.
That is true.
But
you could. Because Andrew, that would be really funny.
Yeah. Anyway, I finally found, because I came to the wedding after dinner, everything. I finally found food, and it was a bag of Cheetos. And it was after we left. I didn't act too drunk at the wedding, besides being on the DJ booth and behind the bar. But we went back to Jamie's room. She had a bag of Cheetos, and I guess I just went ham. I f***ed that bag up. That bag hated to see me coming. And
that's very drunk Andrew, because remember the Reese's?
yeah. I was laying on my back on the floor eating these, and this is what the video is. I'm laying starfish on the floor eating Cheetos. There's crumpled Cheetos all around my body, like a crime scene, like an outline of my body. And I started...
like it looked like when they walked out, they threw Cheetos as the confetti. Like, that's what it looked like.
And I started, because I'm laying on my back and drunk, I start choking on the Cheetos because they were shoved into my mouth. And I sit up and literally hock-to-ed the Cheeto out of my throat. And then I look up at the camera, and I was just like, it's so weird being this classy. But, like, you could just...
He's so f***ed up, you guys, in this video.
I'll insert it. It's so weird being this classy.
It took me all of 5 seconds to be like, okay.
Now,
that was his vibe for the night.
I will say when I do drink at like wedding or like events where like drinking is like the main activity, I do drink too much because fluctuating with my weight all the time, it's like I never know how much I can drink.
Also, I don't blame anybody for getting really drunk at social events like that because I have anxiety.
Same, and that's why.
That's like the only way I'm not going to be the really awkward person in the corner.
And I am the...
Now, could we get less drunk? Probably.
And everyone who's not like you or Steph or Zach loves when I get that drunk. So everyone tries to.
Well, that's because they don't deal with you when you get home.
Exactly.
Because you are very... as long as Andrew is still in public, that small part of his brain stays okay. To where he knows, like, okay, I'm in public. I have to, just act a certain way. Now, I'm not saying he doesn't act drunk, but it is nothing
I'm
like
more
you
like
would
the
experience
crazy
if you're
life
the
of
one
the
who
party.
brings Andrew home.
Like,
yes.
And then when we get home, and it's not like I get home, like, you have to take care of me in a way where, like, I'm sick. I'm just...
Yeah, you don't have to wipe his ass
like,
or
you're trying to go to
but
bed,
it's
and
just
I'm
crazy.
like, get up! Like...
No, he's, like, digging through, looking for more, like, Trulies in the fridge, and, like, you know how drunk people, once they're drunk, you just want to keep drinking and stay drunk? It's quite literally, like, he turns more into, like what I assume, like, the annoying toddler going, like, hey, mom. Hey, mom.
And for anyone else,
Hey,
everyone else loves it. So everyone tries to get me so drunk. But for, like, the U's, the Zachs, and the Stephs, it's like...
It's fun while you're out.
Yeah, it's funny.
You are great to go out with and be with while you're out. It's just that home part.
It's like I want us to stay out until, like, the sun comes up.
Yes. Because you definitely seem drunk, just like we all do when we go out. But you don't seem, I never realize how drunk you are until we get home.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. And like I said, I never drink for that reason.
Oh, yeah.
For that reason.
And I just like the hangovers.
I wasn't hungover at all. I felt great. I was sick, but
That's crazy.
But I felt great. That's why I'm just a lightweight. Like, believe it or not.
Oh, so skinny.
My waist just like doesn't exist. So like I'm just such a
yeah.
lightweight. But yeah, I don't know. That's why I don't drink. I don't even like it. Like, it's funny for the stories, but like I don't need it to have fun.
It's hit or miss.
Yeah.
Like, we've always, as far as we've known each other, we've always just been like once a year, twice a year.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like people that go out every weekend, like every single week and like multiple days in a row. I just don't know how you do it.
I never did it. I mean,
my anxiety would be so bad, first of all. And 2, I do get really bad hangovers. And 3, that's just a lot of socializing.
yeah.
But I will be having a margarita the second he comes out of me.
Oh, yeah. I will be making you.
Better be showing up with a fishbowl.
Wait.
I was like, I've never appreciated, because I'm not, like, I grew up with an alcoholic father. Like, I've always had a really weird relationship to alcohol. And I never appreciated those, like, little, like, oh, I just need a glass of wine.
I'm going to make you.
Or I just need, like, a drink with dinner. No, I want a margarita.
I'm going to make you do Edward 40 hands with fishbowl margaritas when you give birth. We're going to do it.
Okay. And we'll also have the breast pumps getting all and like dumping all the milk as we speak at the same time. Because you can drink, but you have to get rid of the milk. So it's like, I got alcohol.
Wait, that's funny.
Yes.
And then just to tie a bow on that story, we went to visit Zach's family in South Carolina, Charleston after. Love Charleston. I approve.
My favorite.
If you ever want to move there.
It's beautiful.
And finally, Sam and I always complain because we've lived in Florida for a while now, her longer than I have. And we have never seen an alligator. I think they don't exist. Everyone sees them except us. They say they're everywhere. I have never seen one.
I know.
But in South Carolina, I saw them.
You saw one.
I could insert them here. I saw 3.
Okay, well.
At once.
You didn't have to like
time.
rub it in.
And I
That's
sent a picture to Sam and she was like, no, like I'm actually mad.
No, I actually makes me mad. That, and then when we were evacuated for Helene, there was a German woman in Orlando that had got there like the day prior and was taking pictures of something in a lake. And I ran up to her. I said, is it an alligator? She goes, no, but we saw so many yesterday. I'm like, you get here for one day from a different country and you get to see an alligator.
My dad, when we went to Disney, we had like a pond. We were staying like on a pond or like a lake or whatever.
Yeah.
And I just spent hours like in the morning while they were getting ready looking. I go and shower. My dad sees one. Gets a video.
No, it's a joke, I think. I don't know. It's silly.
But
I can't. Want to know what else is silly?
What?
There's not many things that I think I've said that have made people really angry other than the earth is flat.
Okay.
Which I don't even believe the earth is flat.
Yeah.
But it really sent people with the firmament.
Yeah, people got really mad at that.
Yeah. This is kind of similar.
Okay.
So people are really sticking to the theory. We're just setting it up, okay? They're sticking to the theory that space is under the ocean because of the firmament, right?
Oh.
So like space is below the ocean because the firmament's above us, whatever, and you can't get there,
Right.
okay? I don't know how, but half of my TikTok For You page, like this is how I knew I was scrolling for too long, became about Antarctica.
Okay.
And how people are really, really doubling down on that Antarctica is just a big ice wall. And it's hiding like luscious green land. Have you ever heard of the Leviathan?
The what?
The Leviathan.
That's a good name. Leviathan.
It's like a creature in the Bible, I guess. And I feel like I talked to you a little bit
The
about
huge one that lives in the
how
ocean.
people. Yes, and how people were seeing like, oh, this like, oh, what do they call it? This anomaly has been like moving up since like from like Africa and it like disappeared and everyone thought it was the Leviathan. That was like months ago. Apparently Antarctica in this luscious green land hides the creature that will fight the Leviathan in the end times.
Right.
Or something, this other big massive creature. Mm-hmm. And everyone is trying to find out if Antarctica is real or not. And I think it's not real. this guy, well, it is real, but it's just a big old ice wall. There's actually like grass on the bottom of the planet and trees.
Well,
And,
I'm sure there is.
well, it's not the bottom of the planet
Okay.
because I think the Earth is also flat,
Right.
if that makes sense.
Right.
So it's like the wall around us.
Makes
and
total
so
sense.
they're trying to distract us because the wall is melting and we're going to see that it's green. And
God forbid.
well, because then like we would know that it's not, that we're in a firmament. Like it would prove that they're right. Okay.
But okay.
And there was this guy who loved exploring. Like it was his whole life's mission was to figure everything out. So he would like fly planes into like places that people typically don't fly planes. And so he flew over into Antarctica, discovered all of this green land, like discovered everything, came back home. I will find his name and we'll put it on the screen. And talked about it, like told everybody about everything as loud as he could. And then was found like days later in his bed dead from a heart attack.
Yeah, he probably did too much ketamine. Like.
But I don't know, maybe we're getting closer to discovering if the Earth is flat.
I know when you're trying to troll. That was your troll voice.
I don't know, but like, I mean, I don't know, not much would shock me anymore.
Okay, here's my thing. I don't know. Because I know in the north there's like actual land, but I'm pretty sure there's land under like the glaciers in Antarctica. Like there's.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, there's land. I think the glaciers are way bigger than the land, but at the South Pole, there is some type of land, I'm pretty sure. Underneath.
I thought no. That's why they're worried about the polar bears.
Well, I think it's really small, and like the polar bears live on all of the. I'm pretty sure there's some type of land.
It wouldn't be green though.
Okay.
It wouldn't be like luscious green.
Unless it was preserved.
I think what they're trying to like prove is that like the wall of Antarctica, because it would go all the way around if we're just in a circle. You know what I mean? If we're flat, we're just in a circle. There's like a wall of Antarctica, like this big ice, and then beyond that is like land that we don't get to know about, but the government knows about.
Yeah.
And they kill people who find out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, but keep in mind that happened. Like, okay, that happened a long time ago. I think that he died, but this was all coming out the same week that Kim Kardashian dressed up like a white alligator. Like her real, authentic self.
Halloween.
Well, yeah, but like everyone was saying, you know how everyone says that like rich, famous people are just like lizards?
No.
Actually, you've never heard about rich, famous people really being amphibians and how they control everything. They're shapeshifters.
No.
Well, people think that was like Kim Kardashian's Halloween costume. It was her true form.
Yeah. Yeah, and if it was her true form, she would post an
really,
Instagram picture.
really good.
For sure.
Yes, because she can get away with it on Halloween
Yes.
and prove to all of us how stupid we are.
Yes. So
Okay.
yes. Also, I think
Aliens
these
are real. So.
Yeah. I think these are the same people that are intuitively dancing in the forest. What
does that
Have you
mean?
seen those like where like a DJ will bring his DJ set in the forest and like play music and it's all like hippies? Can I say that?
Yeah.
It's all
I think so.
They seem like hippies, like intuitively dancing in the forest, and I'm just like
Every dance I do is intuitive because it doesn't have a single movement.
but like that's the same type, and it looks like they're all on like the good stuff.
I mean, I guess drugs could account for a lot of this. But never mind, I can't say that.
Why?
I saw a different TikTok of somebody saying that they were like a bartender or something, and some man like came into their work very seriously, like he was acting very normal, not acting like high or on drugs,
Right.
and just had a few drinks, and then started talking about how he works for the government, they have some like top secret job,
Right.
and he watched them Hillary Clinton. And so that she's like, wait, has anybody seen Hillary recently? All of this is the same week, Andrew. And they announced officially the existence of aliens. The government did.
Do you understand that, like, after nights that I'm drunk, I have texts from random numbers saying, like, please tell Taylor Swift I love her. And I'm like, what? Like, the lies I tell, I couldn't imagine if I was on, like, shrooms.
Okay, I guess. But he was a real explorer.
Right. Ferdinand Magellan.
Okay, that's all I have to say.
Can you just so I'm trying to spare you a little here because it's just going to be mayhem. What's your stance on it?
I believe none of what I just said.
Perfect. Okay.
But it's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun to think that maybe the world is like, I just watch a lot of like sci-fi and like fiction. I read a lot of fiction books and like movies. Like, it would be kind of cool if shit like that was real.
But space is cool. Just believe space. Why do you got to be like, nope, it's below me? Like, just believe space. And like,
No, space is up.
yeah.
Space is in all directions, really.
Okay, whatever.
Well, because it also is down because the Earth is round. Okay.
Yes.
So it is down, but you gotta go through the core first. Oh, that's the other thing about Antarctica. There's an entrance to the middle of the world.
Yes. Right. That's called the volcano.
Where the underground, like, societies. No, that's where the underground amphibians come from. It's like an ancient society that was here first. And don't get me started with the pyramids.
Now that.
And there is a theory that, like, every time that we go, like, the life cycles of the planet, where, like, intelligent life forms, and then it gets whacked out. Or, like, just snuffed out. So people believe that, like, the ancient Egyptians were obviously way more advanced than we know to this day. Or just, like, ancient society in general. But that it was built by the giants from the Bible.
Okay. I'm lost. I will say, if you guys look into the pyramids and like the intricacies of like the way they were built and like really look into it and look up like the craziest facts about the pyramids, your mind will be blown. It's actually insane. And it's like factual stuff, like proven. It's not
no,
like
right, but like they've tried to. No, that's why like, they actually don't understand
like,
it. Well, no, but they don't know how to explain how they did it because with our technology today, it took them, like, I think it took them, I forget how many years, 20 years, 40 years, 50 years, sometimes long years.
Like hundreds, I think, or 1,000, like crazy.
Well, that's the thing, is so they did the math about how many blocks they had to move per minute.
Yeah,
I just watched a video on this. And people today were going to attempt to use modern day technology to make a pyramid. And they quite literally had to stop because it was going to take so long.
You were right, actually. They were built 20 to 30 years.
Correct. And so nowadays, okay, with our technology, it would take 200.
It just doesn't make sense.
So how is that possible? Because you think that we're more advanced now than they were back then.
I'll tell you why. Because half of the men that were moving the blocks are now doing the renegade on TikTok.
Well, I'm pretty sure it was built by slaves.
Okay, enough. Like,
but I'm just saying it's not humanly possible because look at how much did each block weigh? Go ahead.
A lot.
Google
Do I have to? Like,
yeah, tons.
An individual block of the pyramids ranged from 15 to 70 tons.
Correct. Now, how many a minute? Like, it was like they moved a block every, I forget how many minutes. They would put one up.
Guys, do you understand? Like 1 ton is 2,000 pounds.
Correct. Like, an average car is between 2 to 4 tons.
That's
like a car, truck. And you're telling me that, like, they were moving 70-ton blocks?
And look up
placing them perfectly.
If you look up the coordinates of it, it aligns perfectly with like.
No,
crazy.
It is.
It's
perfect.
whatever.
True north. It aligns perfectly with true north.
Anyway, that was a good. We had a lot of stuff, and I even had more. But should we get into?
Okay. Hi.
Hi. No, it's not. It's not like that.
Feels like a breakup.
Yeah, but it's not. Okay, you guys, we do have to update you.
I don't think it's gonna be shocking to anybody.
No, it's not gonna be shocking. But I just want to explain before, because like people some people like to get mad. Sam is going to be taking a step back from the podcast. Okay. Um, that is okay. You have to understand we are not creators.
I do feel like I'm about to get in trouble with my
No,
friends.
because we are not creators in LA. Like, we don't have these crazy lives where we're going to events and we're around other influencers, and like, there's only so much to talk about. And we think it's best if Sam focuses on her YouTube and TikTok right now, and I can really put everything into this podcast. I'm actually taking a step back from editing for Sam mostly. I'll still be editing for her, but I'm taking a step back so I can really put everything into this podcast. I mean, we're still going to be filming together. Like, we're still best friends. So, like, it's going to be like how, like, Trish and Tana go on each other's podcasts, Jeff and Tana. Like, it's still going to be like that. It's just the obligation and the way people get mad when she doesn't show up, or...
Which I understand.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
I think the reason that I'm choosing to fully step away is because I know that at least for the next, like, however many months, with the way, like, I know we didn't really say much about it, but with getting pregnant and, like, the serious, like, health things that are going on with my pregnancy, it has been so much harder to, like, just do anything. I'm spending so many days out of the week at the hospital. I'm spending, like, it's just been a lot more stressful than I thought. And I don't want to be wishy-washy. Like, I don't want to be here half the time and not, and, like, leave that. I'd rather just, like, fully step away so you don't expect me to be here and then I'm not. And then when I am here, it's, like, a surprise and it's fun versus, and, like, I know how much Andrew loves it and how much, like, he could make this, like, thrive. And I don't want to hold it back. I also feel like I've been letting down, like, because I have all of the platforms, and at least until this baby comes out of me, I have very limited, like, good, healthy hours where my body is okay and it's working, to where all of my other platforms are suffering because of it. Like, I feel like I'm letting YouTube down, and I'm letting the podcast down, and I'm very much, like, just posting what I can on, like, TikTok and stuff. And so instead of continuing to give half to everything, I just need to step away from certain things. And unfortunately, the podcast is one of them.
It just makes the most
just
sense.
Because
it does. And, like,
I'm really sad about it. I know people, it might be, like, shocking to, like,
no, you are. She was
but
tearing up literally
really
before we filmed this. She was tearing up, and she literally was like, "I kind of want to say," and I was like, "No." Like, and months ago, I would have been, like,
it just keeps getting worse. Not the podcast, my health.
Yeah, months ago, I would have been like,
they keep telling me.
Seriously, Sam, like, I would have been like, but, like, I know it's best for you, and, like, I love watching your TikTok grow and your YouTube grow, and, like, if you can really focus on that and grow, like, it'll even help us here. And, like, you're not like,
if I could have stepped away, let me just say this, podcast folks. If it was an option for me to stop posting on YouTube and keep doing the podcast, that's what I would be doing. I don't know what it is about YouTube. I'm trying to find my heart in it again, but I enjoyed filming and talking to Andrew more than YouTube videos at this point, especially just because I feel like I'm not showing so much of my life with, like, the pregnancy stuff, just because, I don't know, it's, like, not fun to, like, film or talk about, and I don't want to seem like, woe is me, I am having all of these complications or whatever. But wait, what did I try to say? Oh, if I could stop YouTube, I would, but that would that feels wrong.
Yeah.
Like, to me, like, my YouTube family has been there for me.
You're staying
from
loyal
the very
to them.
beginning. And I can't just dip. But I also only have time and, like, physical energy for two. And I don't want to keep leaving it up to, like, speculation on, like, is she in or is she out?
And at this point,
I don't want to get anyone's hopes up either, where it's like, I'm praying and hoping for my future that once he comes out and my body regulates, I'll be me again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'll feel like I won't have to literally, like, fear. That sounds so dramatic, but I mean, I didn't realize, I guess, how much can go wrong in pregnancies, and, like, how much your body is actually at risk doing this. And so I'm hoping that I'll feel like myself again, and I'll have that, like, able to spend more time on more things again and have all, like, whatever. But so I don't want to say that and then get your hopes up that, like, oh, she's going to be back. like full time, because that's what I'm trying to avoid.
The
by
obligation.
Officially stepping away.
The
Correct.
end of the line is we are still best friends. Like there was actually
Yeah.
no.
Well, yeah, that didn't even know that was in question.
Yeah, like we're still best friends, so like we're still gonna film together. Like I'm still gonna go visit Sam. Like I
Yeah.
literally said after San Diego.
I think we'll get to just enjoy our time
together more.
It'll be more like fun stuff instead of always being about work.
Yeah,
you
because
know?
like right now, you guys, not only like are we best friends, but I was editing for her. We had the podcast. It was always about work, and like it sucked. You know, sometimes it sucks. Like we
Yeah.
wanted to like do fun things
Yeah.
together, and just like so. I do think this.
I will say it's never hurt our friendship, which is shocking. They say don't work with your friends.
Yeah.
We've never had that issue.
No, I think.
We've always been really good at separating it. But
believe it or not, we've both been like really mature about like being able to separate work and our friendship. But
Yeah.
I do think that this will be even so much better for you guys because now when I go to Sam, like we can film a YouTube video, like a YouTube collab,
Yes,
like a
I
fun,
know.
or
Yeah.
we'll film this podcast, and I mean,
Yeah.
it'll kind of just be how it was in the past couple of months, where like you're here and there. I
Yeah.
can't say that
Yeah.
for the next, while you're dealing with your pregnancy.
I was gonna say for the next couple months, for sure, it'll probably be. I'm not saying I won't be on it ever in the next couple months, but it's just not looking good.
Yeah, and with
Like on my end of things.
as far as like like what I want to do with the podcast,
You thrive in this environment. You love it, and that's why like I don't want I don't know. I'm so excited to like be removed from it so I can watch you in it more, because like right now I'm afraid to even watch your solo episodes. I don't want to see the comments. I don't, you know what I mean? Like, but you're so good at it and you could talk forever and you were such a good storyteller. And I know your love for podcasts. Like I'm so excited to be able to like watch it
yeah,
and support
and
it.
I've been like half in, half out as well, because obviously like I want to film consistently, but like your health
Yeah.
and like you're not being like so open about your health on social media. So like I don't
Yeah.
know. And then the comments, and I'm just like, so then I was like, I'll post like here and there. I don't know. I was like, but like I'm really gonna go all in. Plus, taking a step back from editing, like I'm gonna need to like really focus on this to try to make it something so I can like afford to,
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna immediately try to get guests. Like I'm gonna try to get guests.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still gonna be doing obviously solo episodes, but maybe I'll have like,
Be such a good interviewer.
first of all, yeah, whenever like after the pregnancy, like Sam will be on like whenever she wants, whenever. But on the solo episodes, I'm gonna try to have kind of like an Oscar type of. So whether
Yeah.
it's like Jenna or
Mm-hmm.
someone, I'll see who you guys vibe with, and then some of them will just be me. So I just know I don't have an exact plan yet, but I am really gonna try to make this podcast like one of the podcasts. I'm gonna try my best.
I genuinely think you can. And I think that like overall, it's gonna make the podcast better and more consistent, and it's gonna make like Andrew's content on his own better and more consistent, and it's gonna make my content better on my own and more consistent. Like it's all good things that's gonna come out of it. It's just sad.
Yeah, and it's like Sam with everything. She can't handle this right now. The obligation, the stress, and it's just a lot. I don't have to get into it, but like so
It may not seem like it's a lot, but I've been like mentally really fighting with it, 'cause it's like I don't want to let people down, but like every time I'm like okay, where the doctor's like, yeah, you're like we think it's okay, like keep moving forward, it gets worse. So it's just like I'm putting myself under more stress and anxiety, and like that's just really bad when I could just step away, and like my pride has not been letting me.
and this doesn't have to do with like your job being easy. This has to do with like your health, like really serious things.
No, yeah. Honestly, if it wasn't for everything that's been happening, I would be fine.
Yeah, of course. And this is
And I'm saying it as if it's like some crazy thing. Like I just said like with I don't know if you know anything about pregnancy, you get like you can get preeclampsia, and it can like there's just I'm on I don't know, it's a lot, and a lot of doctor's appointments, and I just feel like I'm letting people down, and the only way for me to stop feeling like that is to step away.
and it makes the most sense to step
I do
away.
so knowing that correct. And I do so knowing that like it's you. And it's not just going away. Like the podcast isn't just going away. Like you're gonna make it so much better.
And like you're still a part of it. Like you're not on
Well,
it, but like you're still like we're a part of each other's story.
I'm still your friend.
We're
Yeah,
st-
correct.
We're still,
yeah.
you know, and like I will, once everything settles, Sam will be, like, I will be filming with her again. And I'm
Yeah.
just gonna try to.
But I am excited for us to do like YouTube videos together and like
Yes.
just more like fun little stuff.
Yeah, I think this is the best. Like I said, I would have been, like, not mad, but like, ugh, really, like months ago. But this is just, I know it's the best for you. I'm so excited to see more of your stuff, and I'm excited to try to make this like a pod, like a really successful one. And you know, because like when it's just me, like not everything has to be a discussion. Like I could just make moves and.
You're so witty. Like he is so like yeah.
When you
I have no doubts about where you'll take it.
and yeah, I mean you'll be there by my side every step of the way. So and I just want to say that if it does become like more successful, you think I'm ever going to be like no, like you can't. It can't be ours again. Like it's.
Well, I don't necessarily.
It's more for them. Like we've already talked about it, but like
Yeah.
it's not a sad thing. It's all good things. Like we're really Sam's.
Okay, no, but like
Sam's.
that would be really shitty. Like don't like. I guess how do I say that? Like that would be really sketch if you made it blow up, and then I'm like, I'm interested. It has nothing to do with that. Like whether there's 5 people listening or 100,000, you know what I mean? Like it has nothing to do with in my head with like. It's not that I don't think the podcast is successful. It has grown so much in the last year and gotten so much better, but it's just not realistic in my life at the moment.
Yeah, and that's totally fine, and it's your life. And if anyone has anything to say about it and wants to leave hate comments or say anything negative, just know that you are stressing out an unborn child. So I
just want to stop posting on YouTube every 2 weeks, and I want to stop like that little bit of extra time
Meaning you
that
wanna
it
post
takes.
weekly.
Like I could spend, correct, yeah. Like I could spend making a YouTube video. Like I could spend, and like just like honestly, even like that extra stress of me just like knowing I'm letting you down. Because like my whole life I've always been, or my whole career on here, I've always been really bad at like separating. Just like I don't know, I'm such a people pleaser, and like I just it actually makes me sad when you guys are upset with me or I'm letting you down. And so the only way to stop having anxiety about that is to go.
And
which is
it really does make her upset, and that's why like I'm happy about this decision, because like I want that weight to be lifted off of you, especially when you have all this extra weight.
Okay, little
With
rude,
the baby.
but
With the baby.
I think he only weighs like 2 pounds and something change.
Well, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
You know, I tell you, you still look skinny and snatched all the time. Your waist is non-existent. Titty curtains is a different story.
Yeah.
Oh, well, with that being said, Sam and I both, I talked
Oh,
I talked
yeah.
about Churchmas last episode. Sam and I are now going to be at the New York Churchmas on December 10th.
Sure are.
And we are going to be actual front row middle.
Front row.
Front row middle. And I was talking to Oscar
If
about
2 of
it.
you guys want tickets to LA, I'm selling them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
If it lets me. Sorry. I know I should say I'm giving them away.
No,
Those were expensive. I got baby clothes to buy.
they were crazy. Like, I paid.
They were.
Like, I paid, but like, more than a Taylor Swift ticket.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yes. Unless you bought resale.
Yeah. Anyway.
But it's more than like a first round Taylor Swift ticket. But
We just, decided all this very recently, but I'm gonna be away in San Diego, so there might be like another whatever. But just know that when I get back from San Diego, this podcast is moving up to my top priority. I'm gonna really try to make it. I will travel anywhere to have guests. I'm gonna really try.
I cannot wait to watch.
In the name of me and Samantha.
Take care of her for me. Oh,
Stop. Oh, no, see, you're making.
take her to the moon for me. Have you seen Inside Out?
Yes.
Wait, I really feel like Bing Bong. I look like Bing Bong too.
Oh my God. It's not even said. Like, that's why it's not even said like that. Like, you're gonna be there
No,
the whole
I
time, and
know,
you're still gonna be.
I know.
I'm gonna make you be on it like once a month once things settle.
Okay. I think I'm just hormonal.
Yeah, like don't even say goodbye because I'm going like you're making you be on it.
Well, I'll just say bye for now.
Like we do every episode.
Like, see you later, alligator.
Bye.
It'll probably be a while, crocodile.
Oh my God. We love you guys.
I love you.
And
for real, I really do love you.
I will see you sooner, but we will see you soon-ish, whenever that may be.